it. It's a bill now, and they need to start applying. Because we need to be careful, Mr. Osea. This is how foreign powers destabilize your country. So we need to sit down and push this type of things. Because you should also remember, Mr. Osea, when these people come to our country, they come with their money. They come with their USD. If you convert, let's say, 9,000 US dollar to South African rand, how much is that? They come, they make the living conditions very expensive. They buy up most farms here in Namibia. Right now, even just to buy land to do a farm in Namibia, you need to have at least 5 million. They push the price of land up. They push the price of housing up. And we can't take it to a point because we are a small population. The population of Namibia is not even the size of the population of your township, Soweto. You have more people in Soweto than what you have in Namibia. Yet we are the second most uneven nation on the continent. And why is that? It is because of European influence, European money that comes here. They come with their euros, they come with their British pounds, they come with the American dollar, and they find our countries cheap. So we cannot accept it anymore. You can't be, as a Namibian citizen who lives here and pays tax and votes, you are staying in a shack, while a guy who does not even vote and doesn't pay any tax in your country is staying in a 7-bedroom house. It does not make sense. So these are things that we have told our leaders that you need to start paying attention to. We need to also start. Yes, sir.
Please summarize. And also, did you impose that no free visa for Nigerians, or you didn't impose it on them?
Mr. Sorry, what was the question? What visa for Nigerians?
I'm saying, is it for Nigerians? For Nigerians, do they have a free visa?
Mr. Osea, the problem with our African leaders is that they believe in Pan-Africanism. So for Africans to come to Namibia, it's not going to be difficult to get visas. But we are also encouraging our leaders that as much as we want to believe in Pan-Africanism, we need to be cautious with some African countries. Because some African countries, criminality is there. Some African countries have terrorist groups. We can't just open our country to anybody. We don't want bombings to happen in our country like what happened in Kenya. Nor do we want terrorist attacks happening in our countries like what has happened in Africa. So we are really telling our leaders, as much as you believe in Pan-Africanism, you need to be cautious also. Let Pan-Africanism not make you blind, because we live in a dangerous world. Yeah.
No problem.
Hello, everyone.
I will give you time. Don't worry. Everyone, I'll give you time. And Nigerians will feel as if I don't like them, and they are my brothers. I'm coming to Nigeria. I'm coming there. I want a beautiful woman in Nigeria there, but please don't give me a scammer. Nigerians, please prepare beautiful women for me from Nigeria. I'm coming. So family, what is going on there in Namibia? I see they are deporting some Americans. When I saw it on YouTube, I was like, what's going on here? So let's hear Ken. Talk to us, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm from Ghana. I'm from Ghana.
What do you think about the topic? Welcome, brother from Ghana.
Well, I think Namibia is doing great. Most of the time, these Americans and then the Europeans have taken Africa for granted. Just as the previous speaker was saying, when they are coming here, we kind of give them an easy passage. But then, even when we are going for studies, or you are going for a visit, the troubles that they will give you, the kind of forms and other things that you do, and then eventually they will bounce your visa application after paying all that money. Sometimes it's just heartbreaking for some of the youth in Africa. And so for Namibia taking this kind of line, I think all Africans should also told the same way. We have to also make it a bit difficult for them to also enter. We cannot just open our doors anyhow for anybody to enter here. Mind you, some of them that are coming, not all of them are good. Just as Africans are also going there, not all Africans are good. Reason they kind of scrutinize our papers before we enter. But for us, we just leave it like that. And you know the African, Our minds have been conscientized, like from the colonial days, that anything white is good and anything black is bad. And so even when they are coming, when we see them, we cannot see them as some angels. Meanwhile, they are not. These people are just ripping Africa off. They are just ripping us off. Look at our gold. Look at our diamonds. The kind of contrast, the oil, the kind of contrast that we sign with them. But they cannot do this thing to the Arabs. They can't do these things to the Arabs. In Ghana, we have oil. But you tell me, how many percentage of the oil wealth is coming to the Ghanaian people? Same with Nigeria. Nigeria found oil, I think in the 50s or 60s, thereabouts. But look at Nigeria. Look at their population. Look at their infrastructure. Come to Ghana. Look at our infrastructure. Look at the population. You see, things are not going well here in Africa because of our leaders, the way they've treated these Europeans and the Americans. They come and then they rip us off. Sometimes I side with Burkina, what the junta is doing, but I'm not all for the junta. That's one, let the truth be told. I'm not all for the junta because I don't believe in this militarism. No. I want democracy. But then in Africa, we have to unite for all these things to happen. Look, Donald Trump is just slapping tariffs on people, on countries, on continents, anyhow. And Africa, at the end of the day, will be at the mercy of all these things. You see? So for Africa to do something, for the world to see, just as Kwame Nkrumah did, Kwame Nkrumah started, Africa ought to unite. In unity, we can grow. In unity, the world will recognize our worth. Other than that, they will rip us off. Continuously they rip us off. Most often they go, you see, look at Libya. Gaddafi was doing good. Gaddafi developed the country. But just when Gaddafi came and said, no, in Africa we need to be one because we have the resources. Oh, then it was an African American president that took Gaddafi off, and from that time on, this African unity thing became dead. You see, last time I was reading the news and I heard South Africa say they developed some vaccine for HIV. Where did it go? If Africa were to be serious, like we all rush there, send our experts there. Charlie, let's all go, right? 2 from Ghana, 2 from here, 2 from here, 2 from here. Let's research into it very well. And this is something that will help Africa. Now that Donald Trump is taking the US aid thing off, our brothers and sisters who are suffering from HIV and AIDS now are going to bear the brunt of this thing. And some of them are going to die a meaningless death. In fact, people who have brains, that have brains that can support the continent are going to be dead and gone just because they don't have access to antiretroviral. Not because it's their fault. Not because it's their fault, but because of what Donald Trump is doing there in America. You understand? So these are the things that I feel Africa should do. South Africa, they've announced, okay, let's send experts there from Ghana. And sometimes to experts that are coming, these CIA people can also infiltrate. And so South Africa ought to be very, very serious about it. Sorry. And they don't just have to allow anybody in there. Pardon me?
No, but you are saying we must not just allow anybody in there. But if South Africa is saying they don't allow anybody in there, the people are very angry. Some of our brothers, when South Africa is saying they don't allow them here, they are very angry. But no problem, I hear you, bro. Let me ask you this. I have a question for you. I even forgot my question. But I wanted to ask. Okay, I saw Chinese and Americans fighting, and they are fighting over clothes, Gucci bag, tracksuit, and all this stuff. But the man who's supplying all the minerals is not in there, is not saying anything. These guys, it means all they can do is supply bags, phones, Because when I look at their tariffs, it's all about bags, phones, clothing, and all these Nike, Adidas. So that's all they have. But when they come to Africa, we have minerals, but we are the poor ones. I'm shocked. How come? We are the ones that are
Yes.
having all the minerals, but they have only clothes and pricing and labels, but they are the ones who are doing the talking. Help me. Ken, please summarize. Explain to me how come.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That for so long we've not placed any price on our minerals. Now these mobile phones, the batteries that make the mobile phones work, where do they get the minerals from? The lithium is supplied by Africa. Even in Ghana, we have lithium. But tell me, the contract that the government has signed with the whites, how much percentage is coming to the Ghanaian people? You see, they are fighting over clothes, this thing and whatever. And Africa is just sitting back.
Oh, somebody saying even minerals. Sorry. Somebody saying even minerals. No. When you go on YouTube, when you go on all these platforms, these people, they are fighting over not mineral. No. Clothes, they are fighting over bags.